Hi, and welcome to Standard 10. We're going to be doing areas and perimeters of complex polygons. So take a look here. Standard 10. Students compute the areas of polygons, including rectangles, scalene triangles, equilateral triangles, rhombi, parallelograms, and trapezoids. Boy, that's a mouthful. The problems associated in your packet with Standard 10 would be problems 41 through 47. So we're going to start at 41. As you can see, we kind of had an aborted attempt. So we're starting over, but let's take a look at it. The rectangle shown below has length 20 and width 10. Okay? Now, if four triangles are removed from the rectangle as shown, what will be the area of the remaining figure? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the area of the rectangle. Well, if it's 20 times 10, then that's going to be 200. And the four triangles. This one here is 4 by 4, so 4 times 4 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. There are 4 of them, so 4 times 8 is 32. So basically, the big rectangle minus the 4 triangles is 200 minus 32. 200 minus 32 is 168, therefore C is our answer. Okay, number 42. If RSTW is a rhombus, it tells us it's a rhombus. As soon as we see that word, we should know that all 4 sides are congruent. So therefore, all of this is true. What is the area of triangle WXT? So here's WXT. So this is interesting. One thing you got to remember about a rhombus is that the diagonals are perpendicular. Therefore, this is 90. If you think about this, if this is 90 and this is 60, then this has got to be 30. And if this is the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is 12, then A has got to be exactly half of that, because in the 30, 60, 90, C equals 2A. Therefore, this is 6, and then B is A times the square root of 3, so it's 6 square root of 3. So if we're finding the area of this triangle, it's going to be 6 times 6 square root of 3 divided by 2. So that's 6 times 6 square root of 3 over 2. 6 times 6 square root of 3 is 36 square root of 3 over 2, so it equals 18 square root of 3. And that's our answer. The answer is A. Okay, number 43. What is the area in square units of the trapezoid shown below? Alright, so there's 2 ways to approach this. You can do this kind of the easy way, or you can do it the more sophisticated way. They're both easy in their own way. I like to look at anything on the coordinate plane as a bunch of triangles and rectangles. It's just easy and you don't have to remember many formulas. So if this is a rectangle, then the base is 8, the height is 5, therefore it is 40. And this triangle, the base is 4, the height is 5, so 4 times 5 is 20, divided by 2 is 10. 40 plus 10 is 50. So that will work. The other way of doing it is the trapezoid area formula. The base up here is 8, the base down here is 12, and the height is 5. So 8 plus 12 divided by 2 times 5. Well, 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And 10 times 5 is 50. So 2 different methods both get us the same answer. The answer is definitely 50. Okay. Number 44. The figure below is a square with 4 congruent parallelograms inside. Okay, it's a square. So if it's a square, then all 4 of these sides have to be congruent. Therefore, if this is 12 and this is 12, then the area of the square has to equal 144. So that we know. It says, what is the area in square units of the shaded portion? So basically, we're cutting these 4 parallelograms out to find the shaded portion. Now this seems hard, but really all it is going to be the square minus 4 parallelograms. So we already know that the square is 144. So think about this. The parallelograms are all congruent. So if this is 3, this is also 3. And if this is 5, well, parallelogram area formula is base times height. So 3 times 5 is 15. If they're all congruent, then they're all 15. So basically, we're cutting out 4 15s. So it's 144 minus 4 times 15, which is 60. 144 minus 60 is 84. And that's our answer. The answer is B. Alright, 45. What is the area in square meters of the trapezoid shown below? Okay, again, trapezoid is going to be base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times height. This one gets a little weird because the height's not given. Base 1 is going to be 12 Base 2 is going to be 6 divided by 2. Okay, but we've got to find the height. So this one is kind of designed to mess you up. But think about this. If this is 12 and this is 6, then this one is 6 longer. That means that this little piece is 3 and this little piece is 3. Does everybody get that? 3 plus 6 plus 3 equals 12. So if these are both 3, then we can use that to find this distance. Because after all, this is a right triangle. So 3 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. 3 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. Therefore 9 plus x squared equals 25. Therefore x squared equals 16. Therefore x equals 4. So we know now that the height is 4. So we've got base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times 4. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So it's 9 times 4, which equals 36. So it seems tough at first, but really not that bad. Okay, 46. What is the area in square inches of the triangle below? All right, this is an equilateral triangle. I don't know if anybody remembers s over 2 squared square root of 3. That will always get you the area of an equilateral triangle. In other words, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25, so it's 25 square root of 3. If by chance you don't remember that, you can always remember this. An equilateral triangle is 60, 60, 60. So if it's 60, 60, 60 and you cut it in half, then this is 90, then this is 30. So this would be 5, this would be 10, and this would be 5 square root of 3. So if you know the height and you know the base, you can put it back together. 5 square root of 3 times 10 divided by 2. So that would be 50 square root of 3 over 2, which equals 25 square root of 3. And that gets you your area. Okay, one more problem. Alright, what is the area in square centimeters of rhombus RSTV if RT equals 16, 16 and SV equals 12? Well, if this is 16, let's think about a couple of things. First of all, we know that this is 90 degrees. Second of all, we know that these bisect each other. So if this is 16, then this is 8 and 8, and this is 12 and 12. I'm sorry, funny. 6 and 6. So you could do it as 4 separate triangles. After all, 8 times 6 is 48, so that's 24. There's 4 of them, so 4 times 24 equals 96. So that will get you the answer. The other way of doing it is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. So 16 times 12 over 2. 16 times 12 is 192. When you divide 192 divided by 2, that is, well, 2 goes into 1, 0 times goes into 19, 9 times. That makes 18. Subtract, you get 12. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 96. Either way you do it, you get 96. And that's it. And, that's it for Standard 10. Thanks a lot. See you next time.